Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles is one of the few Gamecube games to require Gameboy Advance connectivity. Sure, you can play the single-player mode using a standard controller, but that sucks and isn't fun, and you shouldn't even bother playing it that way. No, you need to play it multiplayer, and each player is required to have a Gameboy Advance and a GC-to-GBA Link cable. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles is an action RPG, and the idea is that each player can use their GBA screen to manage their own inventory, abilities, money, artifacts, letters, look at the map, and more. This way, the entire party isn't slowed down because you wanted to equip a different magic ability or piece of equipment, for example. Granted, this only works so well as all players are restricted to the same screen, made possible by the chalice mechanic. The goal of the game is to drag a giant cup to the magical trees of the world and collect a drip of their water. This water then repels the incoming death fog so your village can survive for another year. And man, that must suck to totally live in constant fear and dread. Because if your party fails, your entire town gets wiped out. Yeah, no pressure or anything. You can do other things on the GBA screen too, like send letters to your family back home at the end of a stage. So there's more creativity than you might think, and it's intuitive once you get the hang of it. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered was released on PS4 and Switch in 2020, but that port sucks even though the visuals are crisper and voice acting was added. But the online play is disappointingly broken, so I recommend this original Cube version over the modern slapped-together port. Crystal Chronicles isn't the best action RPG. I'd say it's like a solid 6 or 7 out of 10, more so if you can gather a full party of 4 players, but deserves credit for implementing such a bold gameplay element, mandatory use of a GBA and a link cable. But it's something taken for granted with modern gaming. Today, when playing co-op online, you just manage everything without thinking about it because each player has their own screen. But Crystal Chronicles takes this everyone for themselves online environment and implements it onto one console, which is pretty creative and thoughtful. But what do you think? Did you ever play Crystal Chronicles? Or do you prefer Zelda 4 Swords and that game's mandatory GBA Link mode? Let me know in the comments. And if you wanted to learn more about GC-to-GBA linkable games, see my dedicated playlist on this neglected piece of gaming history right here on my channel. Until next time, thank you for watching and game on!